This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one, in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate.
I'm back. Thank you. It's Thursday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good night, good evening, good morning. Whatever time you're watching this is the Interdimension Media. I am Brian HRap B. Williams. Thank you for tapping in. You already know the instructions that are coming. I need you to go there, www.theinterdimension.com. If you're not watching this, watch it there. Give me a little traction, www.theinterdimension.com. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I want to thank my parents, Dolores and John, because it's just a few minutes with HRap, Dolores and John. Dolores, John created me. I created the program. Otherwise, if it wasn't for them, you'd be doing something else with your valuable time. Hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend to tap in. It is contagious. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, with that being said, I appreciate you guys tapping in. Debate and switch. We're in the middle of it. That's what the program is about today, debate and switch. Things that we've been baited into, and then when it came down to living up to the promises, things were being switched out. Look, we are in a fascist regime of megalomaniacs. I'm going to continue to say that until it sinks in. And I need us to activate. We need to activate. We're doing small things. You know, we're participating in rallies here. We're pulling away from this company there. What we must do is in the midst of this con game, this shell game, this grift, if you would, what I need us to understand is this. These people are doing this with the intention on enslaving you, not in regards to change, but enslaving you in regards to a caste system or limiting opportunities. We are looking at a situation to whereas we're always being distracted. Attention is the new, basically attention is the new currency. When you are in a situation to whereas people are paying attention to you on a regular basis, what happens is this. You find yourself in a situation to whereas you don't know what's real and what's fake. And that's why debate switch present some things to you. And they look too good to be true. And what's the whole adage? If it looks too good to be true, it traditionally is too good to be true. Why are we doing this thing? One of the greatest grifts known to man, by attention being the greatest currency, we are grabbing your attention with social media. I say it all the time. Social media on all branches, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and it goes on and on. We're giving you what is perceived as fake news or being reported as fake news. And the only time you hear the term fake news is when things are presented against the policymakers that are nefariously BSing you. Yes, yes, indeed. Now, as we cover these things, we have been boxed in. The whole conversation about thinking outside of the box. The question is this: why are you in a box thinking? Why are you not free thinking, free range thinking, looking at things, analyzing things, using your spirit, using your intuition, and using your due diligence to look up, your spirit to find and feel and understand what you're seeing versus what you're hearing? We must look into these things. We must put ourselves in these situations. We must wonder, why am I looking at this? Asking the question at all times, what's the why behind the why? A lot of people will tell you the why behind the why is something that isn't the why behind the why, but the why behind the why is the only question you need to ask. A few days ago, over the last year, you've had Elon Musk and Donald Trump kumbaya. let's not forget, these two people were diametrically opposed not long ago. Donald Trump is pro drilling for oil, pro crude oil, pro old fashioned energy. This guy started a company that electric cars are working. Why are these two guys in cahoots? Some money is being exchanged. But again, instead of getting you focusing on how the two enemies come together, RFK Jr. didn't like Donald Trump. Why are they together? Everybody has an agenda, and you could potentially fall victim to said agenda. Why are we allowing ourselves to fall victim to said agenda? Because we're not thinking. We're not doing what we need to do to survive. And when you're doing what you need to do to survive, the bait and switch is broken down, and they have to move to another con. The latest con. We are attempting to strip you of all your rights. We're violating Supreme Court judicial orders. We're violating citizenship's rights. We're violating birthright citizenship. We're attempting to take away your benefits in regards to medical, in regards to SNAP benefits, and any other benefits that are provided, Social Security, any other benefits that are provided by the United States federal government, and we're threatening governors, mayors, and so forth and so on. And instead of listening to what the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, who, by the way, he gave my vote next time too, understand that, know that, understand it. Every time he runs, I'm voting for him. Say what you want to say, I'm voting for him. Because it's funny, allow me to sound those funny in regards to everything about Brandon Johnson. I heard anti. And those same people, I don't see them anywhere on my timeline. I don't see them anywhere on Instagram. I don't get random conversations. But now that he's in office, you're not showing up to town halls, you're not asking for anything, but you had all this smoke for him when he was running. Remove the comma, back to the original conversation. You want to not focus on what Brandon Johnson is saying, but you want to take a piece of what he's saying, highlight things like terrorists, things like a dictator, things of that nature, instead of looking at what he's speaking about, telling people, if you disagree with me, I'll incarcerate you. I'll discredit you, incarcerate you. I will pick people up off the streets, because Elon Musk has tapped into the information database, and he knows who and where and how everybody who's talking, he knows who and how to get to them, and they're picking them up with ICE. And they're sending them to other countries, much like Adolf Hitler did with the concentration camp. Well, it's not a concentration camp. It's a detainment camp in another country. That's exactly what a concentration camp is. But we're not paying attention to that. And then, meanwhile, when we start zooming in on that and focusing on the foolishness that's going on in the country, you show me Gayle King and Jeff Bezos and some other clowns in a fake spaceship. They're not in space. They are not astronauts. You know, it's the real people that are astronauts in the world. And they're not doing what these guys have done. If you get it to the top of the atmosphere, then come down, that does not make you an astronaut. Just like if I climb to the Sears Tower sky deck, that's the largest building in the city of Chicago. If I go up to the sky deck, that does not make me a wall crawler. It just means I got up to the top of the building. I'm looking around. That's all that means. And I just got up to the top of the atmosphere right before the ozone layer, and before it burned this ship to a crisp, and then we came back down. That does not make you an astronaut. Oh man, we were very close to the ozone. Get the hell out of here. But we're foolish enough to continue to do this. That's also part of the bait switch. We get to paying attention to and talking about these celebrities. Why are we doing these things? We have celebrities that mean absolutely nothing to us. These people don't mean any good by us. These people are not doing anything for us, and these people are not helping us. Not like celebrities in the past. See, we're confusing celebrities in the past with celebrities in the current. The celebrities in the present time, they worry about their money, they worry about their brand, and they worry about everything everything that's not benefiting you. Meanwhile, at the same damn time, you have a bunch of clowns pretending to help us on a regular basis that are not helping us. And guess what? It's not benefiting us in any way, shape, form, fashion. This is the bait and switch. You are thinking Sidney Poitier. You are thinking other people who helped us in the past. You're thinking about these people. And I'm about to pull up some pictures of these people right now so you can see the difference in a celebrity that we like and the celebrity that's actually doing something for us. These people, look, I said it a couple of weeks ago, they don't have the same problems as you have. These people are not doing what you do. They don't give a darn about you. They don't care. These are the kinds of people who are helping us. When you have people like Aretha Franklin who bailing people out, she's using her finances and her art to enhance. Gil Scott Heron bringing you the chaos that is enhancing your mind. Marvin Gaye doing the same thing, using his art to bring you the awareness about. These are the people who are helping us. You got Stevie Wonder bailing people out, financing things. This is what a celebrity looks like. These are the celebrities we need to pay attention to. Curtis Mayfield talking about stress and anxiety and chaos in the community and explaining why. Talking about Sam Cooke teaching people independence, teaching people how to manage their money. You got Otis Reddy, the same thing, man. These are people who are educating us. Gayle King does not mean anything. Petey Green, who won Emmys, dominating the airways and enhancing your life. KRS-One and Chuck D, who've dedicated rap careers. They could have been making dance and boogie woogie songs, but they didn't. Erykah Badu, enhancing the ladies with things like Bag Lady and letting you know, don't let the world stress you out and hold you down. Bill Russell could have potentially sacrificed his entire career. These are the people that, you know, Muhammad Ali did at one point sacrifice a great portion of his career. The best years of his physical life, he gave away. Samuel Jackson, who consistently speaks out against this nonsense. These who are doing their jobs as quote unquote celebrities to help you. Not the Gayle King of the world. Remember, Gayle King and Oprah Winfrey once bragged about not being able to buy a bag in Louis Vuitton. And they wasn't mad that they couldn't buy the bag. They were mad because they were Oprah Winfrey and couldn't buy the bag. Are you outside your darn mind? Are you outside your mind? You are going to force somebody to take your money? No, you ain't use your platform for that. You had to be, I made them take my $10,000. First of all, the bags cost like $1,200 to make in regards to the quality of leather and the stitching and things that makes they gonna sell it for $30. Are you out your damn mind? Do you know there are black designers that make bags right here in America? They're selling them. And you could have been saying, you know what? And that's why I went to Shanika. That's why I went to Keisha. That's why I went to LaShawn. That's why I went to Deborah. And I bought one of their bags. The irony in this shit, the irony in this is this. The Louis Vuitton symbol is an African symbol. So I'm going to take your culture, overprice it, and sell it back to you. But again, we love that bait and switch. We love that constant screwing us because it makes us feel like we're a part of something. Brothers, ladies, gentlemen, sisters, brothers, we have to. And there is no longer room for us to continue to do these things. We must start things putting things in our favor. We must no longer be distracted. Another one of the major distractions is this political foolishness, this political football that's being bandied about in the world on a regular basis. No, we can no longer be fooled by this. The current regime, Donald Trump and his cronies, the Republican Party, we are the party of fiscal responsibility. Do you know, according to the Wall Street Journal, 365 days ago in the Biden administration, these people are spending $110 billion more dollars, not 110,000 more dollars, not 110 million more dollars, 110 billion more dollars. And we're only 4 months into the year. 110 extra billion dollars. But guess what? You're firing people and destroying pensions because you're saving money. You're extending things like the age on Social Security and reducing Medicare to save money, but you still have spent $110 billion more. And these are the people that you choose to believe. These are the people that you choose to believe. And while we're believing in Hollywood and the fakeness, We're not addressing. We don't go and support who we're supposed to support, but we will love to run it. Hey, I need to hurry up. I need to do this. No, you don't. You really don't. Because if you continue to do so, you will continue to lose. Nobody, think about this, brothers and sisters. How many rich people in the history of the world have worked collectively to help poor or working class? I said I wasn't going to say poor anymore. Striving and working class citizens. If any, not many. They don't do it that way. People amass wealth for control. That's why they fool this boy. They haven't fooled him. That's why they have him doing doing their duty to reduce their taxes so you can pay the bill. We are literally paying for first class flights, ride with the luggage. That's what we're doing. And the people who sit in first class, they use their points. Get the hell out of here, y'all. We have to stop allowing the madness to continue. If you want to follow foolishness, you have that, like you say, I got the right to. You got the right. But I need you to wake up and realize what's really going on. I'm going to show you, as usual, Black History video. Go to www.theendofthebench.com. Watch it in its entirety. This is Black Culture Unlocked. This is a new site. Well, it's not new, but it's something I haven't been using on a regular basis. And I just want you to understand and realize what's going on. Show you this video, a portion of it, and then I'll be back shortly. Shut it down. This is your man, Brian HRap B. Williams. I'm going to do this now. I'll be back.
Do you think we live in a post-racial world? Because you have Black actors, directors, screenwriters.
Oh, wow!
Hollywood has the biggest worldwide impact on the entertainment industry. On the surface, it looks like there's no racism anymore. We see Black celebrities play leading roles in a number of films. Take Kevin Hart, The Rock, and the legendary Will Smith, for example. They've been on posters and in the media for roles they play in various movies and TV shows. But, as I just said, this is all at the surface level of Hollywood. There lies a dark truth in the background that we often don't see. It's nothing new. Hollywood was one of the first in the entertainment industry to put blackface on the screen. While we think Black culture has made a lot of progress in promoting equality in the industry, there's still a lot of racism.
So last night he used him. Honestly, nothing better.
That goes on behind the scenes. We just don't see it. Right at the beginning of 2024, the entire world was shaken when one man known as Cat Williams decided to appear on a podcast and expose Black celebrities and Hollywood for what they are. This speech caused an uproar within the Black entertainment community, but it wasn't the first time that a Black man or woman talked about racism in Hollywood. The truth is, even though it may sound harsh, we've become blinded by what we see on television. You watch the latest film that puts a Black star in a leading role, and you immediately think that we've done it. Our culture has been able to penetrate the entertainment industry, and we've come to a level of equality. Yet, when you dig a little deeper, you'll notice that white supremacy has never really gone away. It's been here all along, even though we've seen improvements in the casting of Black people. In this video, I want to take you through time and look at how things have progressed. We'll start by looking at how Hollywood has been racist for many years and how Black people slowly began to enter the.
And that's what I want you to pay attention to. I want you to go to www.theendofthebench.com and take a peek at that. If you don't want to take a peek at it, just go to Black Culture Unlocked. You'll see it all. But I would greatly appreciate if you took the time out your busy day and went to www.theendofthebench.com, watch that, and you'll see what I'm trying to say. This is nonsense. This is foolishness, and we must no longer just buy into it. If you want to buy into something, buy into policy that'll protect your great-grandchildren's great-grandchildren. That's what we need to be doing. If it's not the choice improving us, we need to stop, or we need to disengage. And that's the brother said. Once you see the whole video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. These are the things that we need to run up on. The last and most important thing I want to talk about is this. Something that is called identity politics. A lot of people say, hey, man, we can't be talking about that Black Lives Matter stuff because that's identity politics. And this is why I don't like Bernie Sanders. This is the very reason I don't like Bernie Sanders. What the hell do you mean identity politics? What is it? Anytime you're telling me, oh, well, see, I don't care about the LGBTQIE community because that ain't my concern. But you know what? Anytime you violate humans' rights, that's your concern. If you don't agree with the lifestyle, don't participate in it. Just like if you don't agree with abortion, don't get one. That's it. If you don't believe men should be kissing men, then don't kiss a man. And that's how you handle it. If you don't believe women should be kissing women, if you're a woman, don't kiss a woman. If you don't believe in all these non-binary things, well, don't identify yourself as those things. It's the easiest way in the history of the human race to live. But what we've done is got caught up in the foolishness, the nonsense, and the madness, and allow people to dictate what's going on our mind. But then we'll call them our friends. See, we can be friends if you discriminate against everybody but me. It's this poem by a great sister by the name of Sonia Sotomayor. Look it up. It's on YouTube. Sonia Sotomayor. Look her up. You know what? If you type her name in, the poem will come up and it talks about the Holocaust and how people didn't help other people. And then when it came time for those people to get help, they didn't have anybody to help. When you say, I don't believe in LGBTQ, I don't believe in Black Lives Matter, you know what that means? You are hurting LGBTQ people and you're hurting Black people. Guess what that also does? That reduces our population, that reduces the money that we have and we can spend, and that reduces our opportunities. And when you want to do that, that's an economic thing, and that bothers you. How many times, as you just saw in the portion of the video, you just saw, hey, it looks like we're on top, but we're not. We're at the bottom or in the middle or exactly where we were. According to Dr. Claude Anderson, at the end of the Civil War, Black people own 1/2 of 1% of wealth in this country. We're right there exactly where we are 161 years later. Just because you see Black people in movies, the same Black person over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, that does not mean improvement. But what you could do is, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow on Black Friday. But what we can do is support each other and focus our money on us. Stop going into situations to identify what's wrong and then try to enhance what's right and enjoy what's right and give people the grace to allow them to grow into it. If you go to a place 4, 5, 6 times and they haven't improved, maybe you should call the first person who owns it after the first or second time. Maybe you should just say, hey, this is what I'm looking at after you do it. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I don't appreciate. Instead of just saying, I don't want to deal with it. Because you know what? I can guarantee you at Ruth Chris, they make mistakes. I know they do. At any big time restaurant, they make mistakes. But when we do it, I see, that's what I'm talking about. We watch movies and it's not quite this. Well, you know what? If I'm working with a quarter of the budget, no wonder it's not quite this. We need to start looking for the good instead of the bad. We need to start saying what is good about this. And maybe, and quite frankly, maybe if we start working hand in hand and get rid of this rugged individualism, we'll be able to work. I had a great conversation with someone today, and they kept saying what was wrong and how do we fix it? No, they said, well, it's going to be hard to fix it. Everything is difficult. And look, by the way, I'm a man of God, and I don't want to hear this. I believe in prayer, but we're not going to pray our way out of it. God gonna make a way. No, God does not make ways. What God does is give you inspiration, the energy, the stick-to-itiveness, and the power. You got to go do it. If God says, I'm going to let you hit the lottery tonight, you can't sit at the house and not go buy the ticket and wait for the ticket to jump out the machine, float to your house and knock on your door. It's not going to happen. God gave you the money. God gave you the idea. And now you have to, take one step towards God. He'll take one step towards you. Stop saying that he's going to save you. He gave you the ability to save yourself. He gave you the energy to save yourself. He gave you the mind, the wisdom, and the people around you to save yourself. It's time to save yourself. And if you're around people who don't think like you or think the issues that are bothering you are important, maybe you need to move away from those people. Whether friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, or anybody else that does not see the value in you having peace in your life, maybe you need to separate yourself. With that being said, I want to thank you guys for tapping in it is important that you continue to do something. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that share, and it is important that you do so. I'm adding something to the show today, and it's something that I think we all need to pay attention to, because I'm going to start doing a little extra every day. Because as I do a little extra, we get a little extra. And I want to thank the people who supported me and got me to one of my milestones. With that being said, my name is Brian HRap Williams. Stay to the end, as you always ask you to. I'll see you guys in 24 hours for Black.
More life and more blessings. Rise up and give thanks and stop stressing. More life and more blessings. Rise up and give thanks and stop stressing. We don't take no L's, we take lessons. They can't stop our vibe, we keep them guessing.
And it is necessary for those people who rule over us and who rule over African people the world over, if those people are to stay in power, they must destroy our ability to love each other in a healthy sort of way. This is why